Okay, so Bambi has a date. All right. This must be Bambi sex. This is interesting. I don't know what to say. How you doing, my brother?
Oh,
sorry.
No, you good.
Speech.
Sorry, I was giving a speech.
You know, it does bother me that Bambi is so nonchalant to walk in here with T.O., but this is the same person who admitted that she was dealing with Scrappy while he was living with Erica Dixon. So the more I dig into who she is, I see why you're standing here like this.
A little bit scruffy few times were as terrible as when he found out that his ex-wife Bambi was expecting her new boyfriend's friend, despite the fact that his path through love, heartache, and family strife has been chronicled on the show. One of the most well-known figures in Love and Hip Hop Atlanta has never held back when discussing his personal difficulties. It wasn't just a television drama. It was the heartbreaking reality of a man attempting to go on while still being bound by his past. The anguish he was going through at the time was genuine, unfiltered, and pure. Scrappy and Bambi's relationship was anything but straightforward. They had their romance is a roller coaster of desire, arguments, and unsure times despite their chemistry. The numerous issues, arguments, infidelity, and conflicting goals that plagued their marriage and ultimately resulted in an apparent separation made it difficult for Scrappy to move on from Bambi even after the divorce. He had hopes for their future as a family and memories of their time together, as any Love and Hip Hop viewer knows. For the benefit of the children, Scrappy and Bambi attempted to come to an amicable co-parenting agreement after their divorce, particularly with regard to the mother of his children. There was always a tinge of emotion, yet they were able to keep the atmosphere friendly at times. Even though Scrappy struggled to understand that Bambi had moved on, he made an effort to appreciate her choices despite his own emotional struggles. Since they had lived together as a family, it was impossible to imagine her with someone else, even though it was obvious that he wanted her to be happy. The details that would permanently alter Scrappy's perception of their relationship. Bambi was expecting her new partner, but he had promised to love and adore her. The strength of the passion that exploded in him at that same moment surprised him. He hadn't anticipated this, not with her new companion. A dream, but more importantly, they shared a difficult-to-break connection. Even though Scrappy tried his hardest to hide the truth, he was devastated by this realization because he had spent so much time trying to heal the scars from his past. It saddened him almost as much as the pregnancy to know that Bambi was seeing someone else who would now be a part of her life. The fact that sometimes things don't work out no matter how much you want them to was a harsh reminder. This was no easy split where the pain would eventually fade. He wasn't just a passing fancy, though. Scrappy had to accept that he would be a permanent fixture in Bambi's life. In a way, he had once fantasized about becoming the new boyfriend.
Ass on it from 10 years ago.
You talking about sliding the bitch? You still sitting
my mouth is right.
You talking about bitch? You talking about bitch? You think a bitch like me scared of asshole? I drag your ass on my mama, bitch.
Do it, Amy.
I definitely plan on using my words with Bambi. That's always my first start as a woman. But don't get too damn about your height or your size or the width of the gums. None of that matters to me. Who getting slid, sis?
You can't even drag your height across.
You done drug it across everybody.
Yeah, let me find out.
Let's keep it moving.
You worried about from 10, 13 years ago.
I'ma let you finish.
That I ain't even touched. But did he ever take you on a date?
Bitch, when you kiss and smell my from the front to the back.
I'm never kissing him.
And I hope I don't get bored and let Scrappy do it.
You're a nasty whore.
You have no loyalty.
Rashida, while you waiting, could you get this bitch some more views on her music post?
I got the feature with Spice that you were begging for. Bye-bye.
As tears filled Scrappy's eyes, It was heartbreaking to watch his reaction. These were not only sad tears, they were also tears of regret, loss, and a love for which there was never a chance to fully recover. The man who had been the father of Bambi's children and had supported her through thick and thin had given Bambi so much of himself and worked so hard to make things work. And now that she was expecting someone else's child, he was left on the sidelines because he couldn't handle the emotional strain of that situation. Recognize that this was a narrative about a man confronting the awful truth that someone he once loved had gone on completely and entirely, not just about a failing marriage or two individuals who had drifted apart. It served as a reminder that affection is not guaranteed. Even though Scrappy had faced his fair share of hardships, from a challenging upbringing to highs and lows in his career, this was something special, a heartbreak that was rooted in his very soul, and that neither success, nor time, nor money could help him get over. An element of this soul, the idea of Bambi starting a life with someone else, was too much for him to handle because he truly loved her. Despite his reputation as a tough guy who could handle any situation, the man who had prided himself on his strength was unable to control his tears at that precise time. It was not a show. Rather, Scrappy's collapse was an open and unreserved display of the weakness he had long tried to hide. Atlanta's hip-hop and romantic community have seen Scrappy's growth and change with time, but this unvarnished glimpse into his humanity served as a reminder that while someone may seem tough on the outside, grief and losing a loved one may still have a big impact on them. Even though the persistent story was broadcast on reality TV, it was extensively disseminated. For everyone who has ever been in love and lost it, or who has ever had to watch a loved one go on without them, this is relevant. In the end, Scrappy's emotional trajectory underwent a significant shift, and it wasn't just about. Even though it would take time for the wounds to heal, he needed to learn to let go after realizing that his relationship with Bambi was gone in order to find harmony and healing. The goal of Scrappy's emotional recovery was to restore his own joy in spite of the hurt caused by seeing someone else move on. It was a tale of heartache, personal development, and the fortitude required to recover when it seems like everything else is moving on without you.
From 10 years ago.
You talking about sliding a bitch? You still sitting the
My mouth is right.
You talking about bitch? You talking about bitch? You think a bitch like me scared of you, asshole? I drag your ass on my mama, bitch.
Do it, Amy.
I definitely plan on using my words with Bambi. That's always my first start as a woman. But don't get too damn about your height or your size or the width of the gums. None of that matters to me. Who getting slid, sis?
You can't even drag your
Bitch, yeah. You done drug it across everybody.
Let me find out.
Let's keep it moving.
You worried about from 10, 13 years ago.
I'ma let you finish.
That I ain't even touched. But did he ever take you on a date?
Bitch, when you kiss him, smell my from the front to the back.
I'm never kissing him.
And I hope I don't get bored and let Scrappy do it.
You're a nasty whore.
You have no loyalty.
Rashida, while you waiting, could you get this bitch some more views on her music post?
I got the feature with Spice that you were begging for. Bye-bye.